Welcome YouTube to Monday Night Raw Week 2 here on the Charismatic Opportunist channel. This is our modded WWE 2K19 universe mode, and today we are going to go over these matches real quick. But if you are hyped, please be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what your favorite match of the night is. First off, we've got Edge versus Bobby Lashley versus Shawn Michaels in a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. Then we've got Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hitman Hart versus the Street Profits in a 2-on-2 ladder match. Following that, Beth Phoenix is going to come out and speak with the crowd. Then we've got Alexa Bliss versus her former partner Mickie James. That should be a good match. Then rivals Matt Sydal and Jeff Hardy are going to be facing War Machine. Coming up after that, we've got Ricochet versus Dolph Ziggler in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Looks like we'll also be hearing from Shawn Michaels later tonight. Then another triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match between Braun Strowman, The Fiend, and Sami Zayn. Then we've got Triple H coming out to have a word with the crowd as well. And finally, our main event is going to be John Cena versus RVD. If you guys are hype, like I said, please be sure to smash that like button. But without further ado, let's get into the matches. Here we are, match 1 of the night, a triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. It's going to be the Rated R Superstar Edge versus the almighty Bobby Lashley and the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in triple threat action here tonight. Edge making his way to the ring. As you can see, he is very focused, looking to get another win and build off his winning streak that started last week when he defeated The Fiend in about 3 minutes in a first blood match. Let's see if he can continue that here tonight. Another man that saw competition last week, the almighty Bobby Lashley. He was in the Fatal 4-Way to determine the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship following SummerSlam. Obviously Triple H won that match, but Bobby Lashley looking to pick it back up here tonight. Looking good in his Hurt Business gear. But as we know, there are 3 members in a triple threat match, and this one might be the biggest member of them all. We've got HBK Shawn Michaels in the building here tonight, and he is going to be taking on these 2 men for the first time here in the universe mode, and we'll see how that goes for him. There he is, signature pose, signature pyro, signature song. Can he get the job done here tonight? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get this match underway. And now Shawn immediately stepping up to Edge, both men trading strikes in the ring. Bobby Lashley just kind of chilling in the background here. Shawn got to be wary of not 1 but 2 men who can throw a spear out at any second. And now Shawn just posing up on the ropes. Classic Shawn Michaels, if you ask me. And he's gonna now reverse Edge. I mean, you know, if you've got the skills like Shawn Michaels does, you can afford to be cocky. Alright, as now Shawn Michaels going for a swinging neck breaker, taking Bobby Lashley down. Edge in the corner. And remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. This match does not have to end in the ring, and it can, no disqualifications, no countouts, so these boys can go anywhere and do whatever they feel like needs to be done to finish this match. Shawn Michaels, though, taking mad control of this match so far, as the almighty Bobby Lashley and the Rated R Superstar Edge not really gotten much offense in so far. Shawn Michaels now suplexing Bobby Lashley back into the ring. Edge trying to get some strikes in, and a running spin kick taking Michaels down. And now Edge again. Oh, but he got caught and suplexed by Bobby Lashley. Maybe a spinning Uranagi, I guess that was. Kind of like a modified exploder suplex, if you ask me. And now Shawn back on the offensive, knocking Bobby Lashley to the bottom rung of the corner. Lashley now clotheslining Edge, taking him down, and taking Shawn down with another clothesline. Looked like he might have whiffed that second clothesline though, so he picks Shawn back up. Bobby Lashley not having any of it though, and takes Shawn right back down. Now, this is not an elimination style match, it's first fall to a finish, so whichever man gets the first pin will win this match. Or submission. It could end by submission, but those are the only two ways this match ends. There are no knockouts, no countouts, and like I said before, no disqualifications. If Edge wants to dip into the bag of chairs, then he is more than welcome to. As Lashley now taking control over Shawn Michaels here. Edge now cheering to the crowd and gets tripped up off the middle rope and smacks his face first into the top turnbuckle. But he comes right back to, and now he's taking down the almighty Bobby Lashley. Ooh, jerking back on that arm, possibly trying to dislocate that elbow, making it really hard for Bobby Lashley to hit the Dominator or the Brainbuster that he's known for. Edge again taunting for the crowd, and he takes Shawn Michaels over the top rope. Edge now thinking better of it, maybe thinking targeting Lashley is the play here. But Lashley gets right up and now goes to work on Edge's arms. Edge back to his feet. Nice stiff uppercut. And what's this? Impaler DDT! That's the move he used to beat the Fiend last week. Shawn Michaels is right there, though. Had to wonder, did Edge see him get up and get back in the ring? Ooh, and a spear on Shawn Michaels! Taking him down. This could be it. The ref just kind of walking. I think the ref kind of screwed Edge out of the victory there. Now Bobby Lashley taking Edge and throwing him into the turnbuckle. Stomping away, but Edge gets back up. Bobby Lashley hits him with a Uranagi for his trouble. What's Lashley got in mind here? Looks like he's going for that stalling brainbuster suplex of his. But Shawn back to his feet. You gotta wonder if that's gonna stop Lashley's momentum here. Look at Lashley though, picks him up and slams him right down with a perfect body slam, and he goes for the pin. One, but only gets a 1 count. I think Edge would have been the smarter man to pin there with everything that he has going on after that brainbuster, but let's see if that really affects the outcome here. As Edge now landing a back suplex. Ooh, Shawn Michaels with the low blow to Edge. Will that be it? We've seen this move finish plenty of men. 2, Edge kicks out. Some would say that's even Brock Lesnar's vice. As now Shawn Michaels going back to the well on that arm. Ooh, Bobby Lashley with a back elbow, but got it reversed. Now he's reversed Shawn Michaels. These men jockeying for position here. And Lashley with a release belly-to-belly suplex. And now he just scoops Shawn up and slams him down with a Dominator. That should be it. 1, 2, 3, Bobby Lashley is your winner. What a match. Bobby Lashley getting a win for the first time here in Universe Mode. After that, I mean, he wasn't really part of the decision, I don't believe, last week. So, I mean, but he had a dominating performance, pardon the pun, here tonight, taking out Shawn Michaels, one of the very best to ever lace up a pair of boots in the wrestling ring. And there is your winner, the almighty Bobby Lashley. And coming up next, we've got a tag team match. You're going to see our tag team champions here, Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're going to be taking on the Street Profits in a ladder match. It is a non-title match, but if the Street Profits can pick up a victory here tonight, that could catapult them into a title match at SummerSlam at the end of the month. There we have them, the Street Profits, Bret and Austin, in a ladder match. Now, ladder matches typically tend to favor the more athletically gifted, more of your high flyer types. So you got to think maybe the Street Profits being younger and having more of that athletic ability gives them a bit of an edge in this match. But we shall see how it plays out. Stone Cold and Bret Hart, both great wrestlers of their times. Some might even argue the best wrestlers in the entirety of the company. I mean, they had that epic match back at Mania 13, the double turn. Everybody remembers it as one of the best matches of all time. And now, here we are, you know, years later, and we're having them tag team. I believe that was 24 years ago. That's insane to think about. Because, I mean, we just passed Mania 37. Mania 13 would have had to have been 24 years ago. Is now Stone Cold getting his face slammed into the turnbuckle post by Montez Ford. And Angelo Dawkins now fighting Bret Hart over the ladder. Which one of these men is going... Montez also picking up a ladder and putting it in the ring. Now there are 2 ladders in the ring, but none of the competitors. As Montez drops Stone Cold with a DDT on the outside of the ring, and Montez is just going back and forth with, or not Montez, Angelo Dawkins going back and forth with Bret Hart up at the top of your screen there. All 4 men really want this win, but it's all about who gets in there, sets up that ladder, and climbs it. All this fighting on the outside is good for keeping your opponent down, maybe, but unless you get that ladder set up, and Montez doesn't even look like he wants to set the ladder up. It looks like he'd rather use it to attack Stone Cold. Stone Cold back in the ring. Austin now to the turnbuckle, and ooh, what a discus clothesline! What a discus clothesline that was. Montez Ford showing off some of that athletic ability, as now he looks to smack Steve Austin across the head with that ladder. And Angelo Dawkins on the outside of the ring setting Bret up for what seemed to be a powerbomb. Bret not having any of it. And Steve Austin now working away at Montez Ford, trying to get him off that ladder. Bret Hart now joining him in the ring, but he sees that Steve's got it under control maybe. Bret Hart thinking about climbing the ladder himself. And now he's got his hands on the briefcase, but Angelo Dawkins knocking the ladder out from under him and hitting him with the electric chair. Now Bret Hart rolls to the outside of the ring. Could be in a lot of trouble here as Montez Ford goes up to the top rope. Ooh, it looked like he was going for an elbow drop, but Stone Cold got right up and went to work on Angelo, trying to get him off that ladder. Montez Ford, though, there for his partner. Angelo needs to grab that briefcase. If they win this match, they could have a future title shot, possibly at SummerSlam, as there isn't really a competitor lined up for the tag team titles here on Raw. maybe the week of SummerSlam, depending on how everything shakes out. But Montez Ford hitting a sunset powerbomb onto the floor, and the Street Profits pick up the W. Could not have predicted that in a million years, but the Street Profits have beaten Bret Hart and Steve Austin. You gotta imagine that's probably due to their tag team prowess that they've had growing together. Bret Hart and Steve Austin kind of just now starting out together. But will this lead to a title match in the future for these young men? We will find out. Beth Phoenix in the ring now with a microphone, wants to address the WWE Universe. I've got friends, I've got enemies, I've even got some frenemies, and tonight I'm out here to discuss all of them. I might piss some off, I might even piss you guys off, but I've got to say what I've got to say. I'm the most dominant female wrestler in all of WWE history. I've been here for long enough to know that if you want something to happen, you can't sit around and wait for it to happen. That's why next week, I am challenging Ruby Riott for the Raw Women's Championship. That's right, you heard it here first. I am calling her out, invoking my #1 contenders match. I am not waiting for her versus Alexa at SummerSlam. And if anybody has anything to say about it, speak now or forever hold your peace. Strong words from Beth Phoenix calling out Ruby Riott next week. So sounds like we're getting word from the back here. That match will be taking place next week on Raw. And speaking of Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss takes on Mickie James one-on-one here next on the show. And there she is. Just being told that Beth Phoenix is going to be skipping her in line for a Raw Women's Championship. Now, if Beth Phoenix wins next week against Ruby Riott, you gotta wonder, is it going to be Ruby Riott versus Beth at SummerSlam in a rematch? Is Alexa Bliss going to get her shot at SummerSlam? Will it be a triple threat match? We will see. It all depends on what happens next week. And Alexa Bliss's opponent here tonight, a former partner of hers and longtime friend. Tonight they are foe. Mickie James. Mickie James having a legendary career here in the WWE. Taking on Trish Stratus at WrestleMania 22 and probably one of the top 5 women's matches in the company. Definitely one of the best women's matches in the company at that time. Obviously it drew some controversy. Some parts of it had to be taken out for the PG crowd, but it was a fantastic match, and if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend you guys going and watching that. But here we have Alexa Bliss smacking Mickie James across the face, and now Irish whip into a kitchen sink, taking Mickie James down. Mickie James with a standing jump, and Hurricane Rana taking down Alexa Bliss. Alexa is pretty short, so that's not as astonishing as it could be if she had done it to somebody like maybe the Undertaker size. But still, it was a very athletic move. And Alexa Bliss now taunting her opponent and the crowd at the same time as she picks Mickie James up for a backbreaker across the knee, and now she torques it. Torquing the back of Mickie James. Mickie now using her ring smarts to roll out of the ring, but now Alexa follows her out, and they're brawling outside the ring. As the ref begins to count, we have a count of 2. Mickie James with looked like she was going for maybe a snap suplex there, but Alexa Bliss finding her way out of it, and now she drops her with a neck breaker. Referee to a count of 4. These women need to get back in the ring if they want to finish this match. Bliss now to the top rope. What's she got in mind here as she dives and cross-body on Mickie James? Bliss not giving Mickie really any room to breathe here. And now she spears her off the side of the ring. And Mickie crashes to the floor. We're going to see these ladies take it back outside. Mickie James now looked like she was going for a running elbow. It sends Alexa Bliss back into the ring. James now getting some offense in, but Alexa Bliss says that was very short-lived as she now goes for a jumping Hurricane Rana of her own. Both these women very athletically gifted, and we're very happy to have them here on our Universe Mode Raw. As now Bliss with the double knees, backflip double knees. 2, and that's a 2 count as Mickie James kicks out. Bliss now maybe thinking it's time to hit her with a twisted Bliss maybe. These women go back and forth. Bliss now, ooh, she looked like she was looking for a spike DDT, but Mickie fighting out of it. Now Mickie, Stratusfaction, middle of the ring. And that's 1, 2, 3. Mickie James out of nowhere picks up the victory over her old friend turned rival, Alexa Bliss. Alexa now in the middle of the ring, shaking off the cobwebs maybe. And here comes Ruby Riott, who was just called out last segment for a title match that's going to be taking place next week. But she doesn't look like she's bothered by that too much. Looks like now she's going to face her opponent, her supposed opponent at SummerSlam. Ruby holding up that belt, sending that message. And coming up next, we've got rivals turn partner here tonight. Our Intercontinental Champion Jeff Hardy and Matt Sydal are going to be facing a very formidable tag team in War Machine. Jeff Hardy now making his way to the ring. And there he is, rocking his Intercontinental Championship. What a sight to behold. His opponent, though, well, his partner tonight, but his opponent at SummerSlam, Evan Bourne, a.k.a. Matt Sydal. And their opponents for the evening, one of my favorite tag teams today, War Machine. Those are some massive lads. Hardy starts the match by tagging himself in. Very heelish tactic here for Hardy. And it looks like Hardy's going to be starting this match off against Rowe. Hardy now looking to work the legs of Rowe. He knows both of these men are hyper athletic, especially for their size. Both men liking to take it to the sky. Rowe being a very proficient martial artist. Hardy might be thinking to neutralize his limbs early on so he can't get any of his massive strikes in later on in the match. And Bourne now tagging himself in. Hardy punches him across the face, and Hardy looks to be out of here. Says if you want in so bad, you can do it yourself. Matt Sydal now 1v2 War Machine, and it is not looking good for him. As War Machine, as I said, one of the most prolific tag teams in the business today, Both men very strong and agile. You wouldn't suspect it to look at them, but there's a reason they're here. Matt Sydal, though, looks to be taking a little bit of an advantage right now over Rowe. As a springboard enziguri doesn't land. Bourne trying to do everything he can to make sure Rowe does not tag into Hansen. And Evan Bourne from the top with a missile drop kick. Could that be it? One. No, he gets a 1 count. Rowe is not going down that easy. But what an impressive move from Matt Sydal. I know I keep switching between Evan Bourne and Matt Sydal. I grew up watching him as Evan Bourne, and now he's Matt Sydal. I'm sure he was Matt Sydal before he was Evan Bourne. As now Hansen gets the hot tag. Sydal, I'm going to try to stick with Sydal. Hansen, though, gets up and hits him with a knee right across the chin. What's Hansen got in mind here? An impressive power bomb. What a sequence. Hansen is a man known for being explosive, but so is Evan Bourne. Dang it, Matt Sydal. Sydal known for that 450 splash, but the War Machine are known for hitting the fallout and ending matches like that. Sydal now escaping the rest hold. Hansen Irish whips him into the turnbuckle and gets a knee for his trouble. These men now going back and forth as the referee admonishes Rowe for trying to get in the ring. Oh my God, the spinning heel kick. And that could be it. 1, 2, 3. The War Raiders, aka War Machine, have taken out Jeff Hardy and, Jeff Hardy with an asterisk, and Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal now in the ring. Hardy making his way back out here. These two men look like they want to go at it right now, but you got to think they're probably going to be waiting for SummerSlam at this point. But what a match. And coming up next, we've got one of the most exciting, electrifying matches of the night. It's going to be Ricochet, Mr. One and Only, versus Dolph Ziggler in a Falls Count Anywhere 2 out of 3 falls match. These men could take it all over the arena if they want to. The hometown boy is here. He's here to show the world. He's here to show the world. Dolph Ziggler is here, and he is ready for action against Ricochet here tonight. 2 out of 3 falls, Falls Count Anywhere. Let's get at it. It's now Ziggles. I'm going to call him Ziggles. Gets DDT'd by Ricochet. Ricochet, another man with a very explosive high-flying offense. And Dolph Ziggler, a man that can super kick you out of just about anywhere and hit you with a zigzag for the 1-2-3. Ziggler, a former World Heavyweight Champion. Ricochet yet to capture his first world title in the company, but has been U.S. Champion. Ricochet now Irish whipping Dolph Ziggler into the corner with the Fury and drops him with an STO. Ricochet now going to the top rope. This is what this man is known for. 630 off the... That was so fast. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, Ziggler kicked out, but where did that come from? Ziggler now going to the outside. Might be looking to wrestle around the arena a bit. Maybe taking a breather. But now Ricochet following him out to the outside. Like I said, this is Falls Count Anywhere. These men could end up anywhere in this arena. And one could pin the other as Ricochet now tumbles back over the barricade. Ziggler back over himself. And what's he got in mind here? As he looks to Ricochet. Not allowing anything. Not allowing him to smash his head into anything. Gets reversed into a spinning heel kick right across the forehead. As Ziggler goes for the Famouser on the outside. This could be it for Ricochet. 1, 2. As Ricochet now kicks out at 2 himself. Now this is 2 out of 3 falls, so the first fall doesn't get you the win, but it gets you an advantage as Dolph Ziggler hits that super kick out of nowhere, as I stated before. 1, 2. Oh, Ricochet kicks out at 2 yet again. This is the second week in a row that Ricochet has had to deal with somebody who uses the super kick. Last week he withstood the super kick to beat Shawn Michaels in a backstage brawl. These two men could also be backstage at some point, as Dolph Ziggler drops that jumping elbow drop across the chest. Now showing off a bit for the crowd. They don't call him the show off for nothing, as he puts in a rest hold, choking away at Ricochet, trying to drain every ounce of energy from him so he could get an easy pinfall. Oh, just jerking back on that neck. Lets him go. What's Ziggler got in mind here? Ricochet, though, pops up with a fabulous forearm, and now he spider wraps him up here and down with authority. Ricochet feeling it right now. Ziggler back to his feet. And Ricochet tosses him outside the ring. What's he got in mind here? Looks like he's just going to go for the stomp and then the pin, but the ref not even out there yet. 1, 2. And Ziggler kicks out at 2. Ricochet now getting Ziggler back to his feet and hits him with a missile drop kick right on the chest. Now what's Ricochet got in mind? Ziggler now behind him. Ooh, looked like he might have been going for that zigzag. Both these men reversing each other back and forth. Neither man wanting to give the other any sort of upper hand in this situation. Ziggler now drops Ricochet with a neck breaker outside the ring. Ooh, Ziggler now looking for multiple elbows in a row. We've seen him do this plenty of times. Looks like he's dropping him right across the stomach of Ricochet. And the last one, a little extra juice. Dolph wore himself out there. A lot of spinning around as the ref now. 1, 2. Ricochet kicks out at 2 again. Ziggler's wondering now, what does he have to do to put Ricochet away? Looks like Ziggler could be lining him up for the zigzag. Will he hit it though? Ricochet not allowing that to happen. It's now both men reversing the other. Ricochet with a spin kick to the midsection. What's Ziggler got in mind here? It looked like he might have been thinking zigzag yet again, but Ricochet taking back control with the Gory Buster. That could be it right there. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ricochet gets the first fall. Now remember, it is 2 out of 3 falls. Ricochet now has the 1-point advantage over Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler now trying to take whatever advantage he can get here. Ricochet following him back into the ring. What's he got in mind here? Looks like a suplex into a power bomb. What a move! We know Ricochet is an innovator of offense, and he hits Dolph Ziggler with his own famouser. And now Ricochet showing off for the crowd. Maybe should have thought about pinning him there. What's Ricochet got in mind? A face slam, or face buster rather, right onto the mat. Dolph Ziggler though getting back to his feet. And now could be looking to look like he might have been trying to put Ricochet in a submission hold there, but Ricochet not having any of it. Going to the top rope, and that can mean one of many things. But you gotta think. Oh, he hits an elbow drop right across the chest. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ricochet 2-0 beats Dolph Ziggler in the middle of the ring. What a match. These two men going back and forth in and out of the ring. Lots of false finishes. Very, very entertaining match. There's Ricochet hitting that famouser. And Mr. One and Only picking up his second W here tonight in Universe mode. He got a W on Shawn Michaels, and he's got a W over Dolph Ziggler. You got to think this man might be thinking about going for a singles title in the future. Shawn Michaels back out here for the second time tonight. And it looks like he's got something on his mind. Y'all wanted me to come out here, so here I am. This isn't the way I wanted things to go. As big of a supporter as I've been of you, the WWE Universe, you've been just as big supporters of me. There's been a lot going down, and it's time to talk business. There's a lot going on backstage that you guys don't know about, and I can honestly say without a doubt that it's causing me to reconsider the way I conduct business around here. Sure, it's great having your support, but that and a nickel buys me absolutely nothing. None of you cared about me. You just wanted a face for your t-shirts, a hand to sign your autographs. I'm tired of being your monkey, and I'm sick and tired of all of you. You can forget about me signing your autographs and taking pictures with you people anymore. Got great things lined up for me in the future, and they don't include you losers. I've been losing matches back and forth here on Raw, and it's beginning to me. I need to try and do this on my own, and since you guys aren't helping me anyways, this is how it's gonna be. WWE is in it for a serious reckoning because I'm done taking crap from anyone, and I'm done taking crap from you fans. You guys are so fickle. I lose 2 matches and you start to give up on me. Well, that's it. I'm done with you as well. Shawn with some strong words here tonight for the crowd. And our following match is another triple threat Falls Count Anywhere match. It's going to see Braun Strowman taking on the Fiend and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn having a very big slight height disadvantage in this match. Height and weight on both men. Much bigger than he is. But that doesn't mean he can't pull out a victory. The man is wily. We've seen it in the past. As the Fiend makes his way to the ring now, Bray Wyatt could be looking to take out both of these men here tonight. As we know the Fiend can. The man is a psycho. Sami Zayn now making his way to the ring as Wyatt pandering to the crowd a bit. You don't see that very often. Sami Zayn dancing around for the crowd, kind of mocking them, mocking the crowd here tonight. Not winning any fans over on his way to the ring. These 3 men have the ability to tear it up in this ring, but who will walk out the victor as Braun Strowman immediately ducks out of the ring. Looks like he doesn't want any part of this match right now. But I guess thinking better of it, he gets back in as the Fiend, tried to go for that cross body, but just bounced off Braun Strowman. Braun now taking control with the double axe handle across the back and a standing drop kick to Sami Zayn, knocking him out of the ring. I gotta say, Zayn's got one of the best looking character models in this game. I know in 2K22 he's probably gonna have the long hair and the shaggy beard, but his character model in this game looked fantastic. As the Fiend now dropping Braun with that Impaler DDT, the move that actually took him out last week in the first blood match against Edge. Now he clotheslines Zayn out to the floor, and a clothesline for Braun in the corner as well. As now he picks Braun up. That takes a lot of power and just slams him on his back. The Fiend may be smaller than Braun by a little bit, but he is every bit as strong. Now he lands that splash flush in the corner, but Sami Zayn knocking the ref out so that Wyatt couldn't pick up the W. Wyatt not liking that very much. Sami Zayn though doing a amazing jumping missile drop kick. And now he's got a DDT on the leg. Torquing that knee, driving that heel into the mat. That could put your foot to sleep. And now Wyatt, though, back in control here as he works over both men in the center of the ring. And again, this is false count anywhere, which means there are no rules. There are no countouts. And this fall could take place anywhere. It's pinfall or submission. First man to get one is your victor here tonight. Zayn now hitting that jumping missile dropkick on Braun Strowman, getting at least 7 feet in the air as he goes for the pin. It's a 1 count on Braun. Definitely too early to be trying to go for a pinfall on Braun. Bray also, both men haven't really taken a lot of damage as Bray using his claw now to work over Sami Zayn. Braun Strowman, though, catching it and not letting him submit Zayn. All 3 men now battle it out in the ring, and Bray hit with the Uranagi to Braun Strowman. As Bray now looks to be lining Strowman up, and is he gonna hit it? The kiss and the Sister Abigail taking Braun down. Sami Zayn might be looking to capitalize on that, but Zayn gets a clothesline for his troubles. Rolls back out of the ring, though, and lands on his feet. Zayn, like I said before, is a wily veteran. He's been wrestling for about 15 plus years now. I know not all of it's been in the WWE, but he and Kevin Owens have both been around the block for quite some time. So don't count him out just because he's smaller than these guys. Braun trying to steal a pin. Zayn was right there, though. Now Braun picks Zayn up. He could be looking. I was going to say he could have been looking to throw him over the top rope, but Zayn quickly realizes it and takes him out with a DDT. A little tag team work there. It looks like to take Braun down. With Wyatt now working over Zayn in the corner. As Braun snaps back to it, picking Zayn back up again and slamming him down on the mat. As now Wyatt puts in a vice grip on Braun and smacks his face to the floor. That could be all she wrote. What's Wyatt got in mind here? It looks like he sets him up on his tush, but instead now goes for that, trying to hyperextend that knee of Braun Strowman, taking the power out from underneath him. Could be a very wise strategy. If he can't stand, he can't hit that running power slam. Wyatt looking to chop Sami Zayn, but Zayn hitting that running, jumping missile dropkick one more time as the Fiend rolls outside the ring, taking a breather. Braun Strowman looks to be stirring as well. Sami Zayn thinks he's got a good position right now, but both of these giants are back to their feet. and Wyatt just slamming him down with a suplex. And Braun hitting that sidewalk slam. Back and forth these men go. What a story they are telling. Strowman now throwing Wyatt across the ring. It looked like Strowman was going to try and knock Wyatt out, but Zayn stopped that. And now he goes for the elbow of the Fiend. Like he was trying to pick Wyatt up, but Wyatt not having any of that. Wyatt now hyperextending the elbow. These men, all three of these men want this victory here tonight. The Fiend looking to make up for his loss to Edge last week. Got the 1 count on Strowman. Strowman has taken a Sister Abigail and is still kicking out at 1. Strowman now sets him up and running power slam out of nowhere. Goes for the pin. Sami Zayn is in the corner. 1, 2. Oh, that was it. Wyatt kicked out at the last possible millisecond. And Strowman now with the German suplex off the middle rope on Sami Zayn. The last possible millisecond, the Fiend kicked out. And now Zayn looks to take control of Strowman in the middle of the ring. That was it. Zayn now exploder suplex onto the bottom turnbuckle. Zayn looking for the pin, but Wyatt back to his feet. And Wyatt not going to let that happen. As he goes for the Samoan drop. Fiend now looking to possibly... Yeah, he's got Sami Zayn locked into a vice grip camel clutch. This could be it. Zayn could tap out here, but Zayn ducks out from underneath it and hits Braun with an enziguri. Irish whipping the Fiend into one turnbuckle, Strowman into another. What's Zayn got in mind here? This could be classic Sami Zayn, diving through that middle and bottom rope and hitting the DDT on the outside to the Fiend. Zayn now looking for the pin. The ref to the outside. 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn picks up the win. What did I tell you guys? Never count Zayn out, no matter the size. This man is a wily veteran, and he picks up the W here tonight, pinning the Fiend. What a match. What a DDT to send the fans home tonight. Triple H making his way out to the ring here tonight. Looks very excited. Cut the music. I'm out here tonight to talk to one man, and one man only, and he is the World Heavyweight Champion. So, John Cena, if you're back there, get your ass down to this ring right now. Cena looks to be answering the call of Triple H. Here he comes down to the ring. What do you want, Hunter? Why do you call me down here? Is it because you won your #1 contenders match last week? Is that what this is? You're damn right this is about me winning my #1 contenders match last week, Cena. I beat 3 other men to become the #1 contender for your World Heavyweight Championship after your match at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins. Either you win or he wins, and I'm the #1 contender. Yeah, it's kind of the point of a #1 contenders match, but why are you calling me out here tonight? I'm calling you out here because I want to be a part of of that match at SummerSlam. I want to make it a triple threat. And we all know you're the WWE's darling, which means you get whatever you want, whenever you want it. But you know what? I'm not even going to wait for Vince to make this match official. I'm going to go ahead and allow you to take your #1 contenders match and make it this triple threat. If you want to waste it on a triple threat match, that's up to you. It's not going to be a waste. I can take both you and Seth Rollins any day of the week. So I will see you at SummerSlam. If you think that's such a good idea, then you got it, man. I will see you there, and I will see Seth Rollins, and I will still, at the end of the night, be your World Heavyweight Champion. That's what you think, bud. I'm coming for you, and I'm going to pin you 1, 2, 3, center of the ring at SummerSlam. And I will see you there. Strong words shared between champion and challenger. As you heard it here, folks, the World Heavyweight Championship match has now been turned into a triple threat match. It'll see John Cena versus Seth Rollins. And in our main event here tonight is going to be our World Heavyweight Champion John Cena taking on the one-of-a-kind Rob Van Dam. You gotta wonder though, is Cena going to be rattled from that encounter he just had with Triple H in the ring? Now knowing that he is going to have to defend his title against not one but 2 of the best competitors in the history of WWE. As he said, Triple H is the WWE darling. He does get whatever he wants, whenever he wants it. And now as his opponent, RVD, makes his way to the ring, so you gotta wonder, is Cena gonna be thinking about this match, or is he gonna be looking forward to that match and get distracted here tonight? This match is underway, your main event of the evening. Cena looking to take an early lead here, but RVD not going to have any of it. These two had a fantastic back and forth bout at the ECW One Night Stand back in 2006. It went for almost an hour, entrances included, and RVD came out on top that night, winning his first ever WWE Championship. First and only, I believe. He would also go on to win the ECW World title before having both of them taken away from him about a month later due to a drug and paraphernalia charge he got while driving with Sabu. But RVD back at it again in the good graces here, and maybe looking to challenge for that World Heavyweight title somewhere down the line. If he could pick up a win here tonight against the champion, that could do wonders for his potential request for a title match in the future. I mean, not many men can say they've beaten John Cena. There's a reason he's the champion. Cena now going to work on RVD outside the ring as a ref at a count of 5 now. Cena just punching away at RVD, looked like he might be taking out some frustrations here. Cena now running back to the ring to break the count of the ref. Both men now back in the ring. Cena looking for that fisherman suplex, classic Cena right there with that underhook, and now RVD back to his feet. Hits him with a monkey flip. Center of the ring. RVD's got that rolling thunder that he can rely on, as well as that 5-star frog splash. Tonight, this match is a normal match, so there's no stipulations. It is countouts. There are disqualifications. So RVD can't really get extreme in this match like I'm sure he would like to. But he can sure as hell flip Cena around the ring. Try and get this victory. 1. Cena, though, kicks right out at 1. RVD, though, still with the advantage. Cena quick to reverse that fireman's carry. As we know, Cena's attitude adjustment is a modified version of the fireman's carry. Cena now looking to tornado DDT off the middle rope. Cena now getting fired up. You can't see me. Cena looking for that 5-knuckle shuffle. And he lands it flush on RVD's forehead. Cena now could be setting it up, looking for that attitude adjustment. He's got him up. What's he doing? Oh, he's got him down. He wanted to walk it out for a bit. Cena now dragging him away from that rope. And he goes for the pin. 1, 2. But RVD kicks out right at 2. He is not going down that easy. And not to just one attitude adjustment here tonight. Cena's going to have to work for it if he wants to take RVD out like that. RVD back on the offensive here. But not for long as Cena drops him with a clothesline. Cena now might be looking for another 5-knuckle shuffle. Where is he getting this? Out of nowhere, he hits it. Another 5-knuckle shuffle flush across that forehead. And Cena now goes for the pin. 1, 2. I don't think anybody's ever actually lost to the 5-knuckle shuffle. But now, Cena probably thinking he's going to go for another attitude adjustment as the referee gets knocked over. If RVD ever wanted to get extreme, this would be his shot, but the ref slowly now coming back to his feet. Cena might be thinking time to go for a top rope attitude adjustment. Maybe a middle rope, I guess. Yeah, the middle rope attitude adjustment. That could be what's on his mind here. If he hits this, you gotta believe it's gonna be over. Cena with RVD up on his shoulders and a slam down middle rope attitude adjustment. The crowd on their feet. That should be all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. John Cena picks up the victory here tonight. He is not going to be shaken by his opponents at SummerSlam, Seth Rollins and Triple H. Speaking of Seth Rollins, looks like he's trying to wig out the champion here as he appears from behind him and knocks him down with a clothesline. Cena just having a hard-fought match there, and Rollins taking him down to end off our broadcast here tonight. If you did enjoy the show, please be sure to smash that like button and comment down below again what was your favorite match on the card here tonight. As per usual, we are going to go ahead and check the news to see if there's anything as far as injuries go. As if you remember, last week Beth Phoenix did sustain an injury, but here tonight she just had a promo that she wanted to do to set up a match for next week. And here is your news. Seth Rollins did attack John Cena from behind after leaving him open with a distraction. Jeff Hardy and Matt Sydal were scheduled into a tag team match that went disastrously for them. Both superstars were obsessed with one-upping the other, trying to get momentum for their championship match at SummerSlam. And Bliss and Ruby Riott had a stare down in the ring after Beth Phoenix saying that she is invoking her #1 contendership next week here on Raw. But as I said before, hope you guys did enjoy, and smash that like button and subscribe as we continue this WWE 2K19 modded universe mode.